as you may or may not know, the Prophecy Dungeon just got revamped and it completely redid all of the weapons that you can get from this dungeon. It added an origin trait to them, and it added some weapons, took some weapons out, just really changed the game for this dungeon. So what I decided to do was make a little video kind of going over each weapon that you can get from this dungeon and went over each possible perk that you can get, and then basically gave you what I think is the best PvE and the best PvP perk for each weapon. So first weapon on the list is going to be the Adjudicator, which is a 600 RPM kinetic weapon, submachine gun. The rolls that you can get in the first column are going to be Dynamic Sway Reduction, Perpetual Motion, Feeding Frenzy, Rangefinder, Subsistence, and Threat Detector. Second column is going to be Fragile Focus, Frenzy, Onslaught, Target Lock, Rampage, and Kinetic Tremors. I think the thing I like so much about these weapons from the Prophecy Dungeon is they're very good in PvP. But the reticle is so clean on them. For PvP, I would recommend Dynamic Sway Reduction and then either Onslaught or Target Lock. I know Target Lock kind of got nerfed, but it's still very viable. And then for PvE, I would recommend either Subsistence and Feeding Frenzy for the first slot, and then Kinetic Tremors and Rampage for the second slot. I'm kind of biased. I really like Kinetic Tremors. And basically what you're looking for here is just something that's going to help with reload speed, or, for example, Subsistence gives you ammo from your reserve, and then some kind of damaging perk. And then again, with Kinetic Tremors, I'm very, very biased. Next on our list is going to be the Relentless 340 RPM Strand Pulse Rifle. In the first column, Snapshot Sight, Slideways, Slice, Rapid Hit, Outlaw, Keep Away. In the second column, Frenzy, Zen Moment, Moving Target, Hatchling, Desperado, and Head Seeker. It's actually a lot of good perks for this weapon, so there's lots of combinations that you can do, and you really can't go wrong, I'm going to say very cautiously. But what I would recommend is for PvP, either Rapid Hit or Keep Away. And then second column, I would recommend Head Seeker. And then for PvE, Slice and Hatchling. I think that's probably the best one. I mean, there's still lots of combinations and options, but I would recommend, or I would suggest that you use this with a Strand build. So those would be the best Strand perks. Next on our list is going to be a Sudden Death Shotgun, the second best weapon, in my opinion, that you can get from this dungeon. You can get Repulsor Brace, Elemental Capacitor, Envious Assassin, Discord, Threat Detector, and Slide Shot in the first column. Second column, you can get Cascade Point, Trench Barrel, Destabilizing, Barrel Constrictor, Opening Shot, and 1-2 Punch. Really, 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 really good shotgun for PvP, especially with Slide Shot, Opening Shot, or Threat Detector, Opening Shot. I think the one I'm using is Threat Detector. Well, let's see the perk right there. Threat Detector, Opening Shot is the one I'm using. But for PvE, it's also one of the few shotguns that can get Destabilizing and Repulsor Brace. So for PvP, Slide Shot or Threat Detector and Opening Shot, like the one I'm using here. For PvE, Repulsor Brace and Destabilizing rounds, you have to get those together, or Envious Assassin and 1-2 Punch would be the suggested for the other two. But with Repulsor Brace, you have to have that with Destabilizing round for it to really fully peak potential. Next on our list is going to be the Judgment 140 RPM Stasis Hand Cannon. I'm awful with hand cannons, so for the clips that you see here, forgive me. First column, Encore, Slide Shot, Moving Target, Demolitionist, Headstone, and Enlightened Action. Second column, Vorpal Weapon, Multi-Kill Clip, Eye of the Storm, Opening Shot, Adrenaline Junkie, and Timed Payload. Yeah, as far as hand cannons go, I rarely ever use them, so again, the clips that you see, forgive me. But with hand cannons, you can 3-tap with this without any sort of perk, which is really, really nice as far as hand cannons go. And I haven't tried this for PvE yet, but what I would suggest is for PvP, Slide Shot, Opening Shot is normally kind of the go-to when it comes to a hand cannon, unless there's Kill Clip involved or something like that. For PvE, I would suggest Headstone and Adrenaline Junkie. I just kind of feel like that would work really nicely with a Stasis build that has just lots of crystal creation with the Headstone, and then Adrenaline Junkie just to kind of keep getting your grenades back for that. Next on our list is going to be the Prosecutor 450 RPM Arc Auto Rifle. Now this is the best weapon that you can get from the Prophecy Dungeon, my favorite weapon that is available. You can get the first column, Dragonfly, Discord, Gutshot Straight, Keep Away, Rewind Rounds, and Zen Moment. In the second column, you can get Cascade Point, Tap the Trigger, Volt Shot, Keep Away, Frenzy, Target Lock, and Golden Tricorn. Yeah, I love this auto rifle. It's amazing. Really, really good. Works good in PvP, works really, really good in PvP and PvE. It's really good in both, basically. It's all around. So yeah, definitely this is the one to farm, and it's good that it's in the first encounter. For PvP, I would recommend Zen Moment and Target Lock. For PvE, Dragonfly and Volt Shot. Now I do have a Dragonfly Volt Shot. I basically have a God Roll PvE version, and this thing is just amazing. And then for PvP, I don't have the God Roll yet. That Zen Moment Target Lock is what I'm looking for. Target Lock was not nerfed for auto rifles, so this thing still hits like a truck if you have those perks. So luckily, once that comes back around and is farmable, it's very first encounter. Farm that first encounter, get you a good prosecutor. All right. Last weapon on our list is going to be the Darkest Before 540 RPM Solar Pulse Rifle. Not really a huge fan of this weapon. It doesn't really have the greatest perk pool. Elemental Capacitor, Deconstruct, Attrition Orbs, Heal Clip, Subsistence, and Wellspring in the first column. Second column is going to be Head Seeker, Focus Fury, Incandescent, Kill Clip, Surplus, and One for All in the second column. Like, it's not a bad perk pool. It's just not blowing me away. There is definitely a role here that you can grind for. But after using it in PvP and PvE a little bit, I'm just not really a fan of it, especially when with Relentless being just that much better. I think Relentless is kind of the shining pulse rifle from this dungeon. So, but yeah, I mean, there is a definite role. It's just unfortunately, I feel like the only real good perk in the first column is going to be Heal Clip. So for PvP, Heal Clip and either Kill Clip or Head Seeker, I feel like is a really good combo. And then for PvE, Heal Clip and Incandescent is probably going to be best for PvE. So that's what I got for weapons from the Prophecy Dungeon. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you have some combinations you've tried out and you're just like, Dylan, you're an idiot. This is really, really good. You moron or whatever. You know, you guys are always so nice in the comments. So let me know what you guys think. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.